Hello, everybody. We have a real banger of an episode for you right here. We're talking about cars. We talk a lot about Tesla, Elon Musk, because he's just the ultimate man. We talk about the car culture a little bit, our favorite cars, our past cars, and just like all the things we would do if we had a nice car. So stay tuned. We got a good one for you. Ladies and gentlemen, rev up those engines because we got a hot one for you today.
It's a chainsaw. Actually, let me try again with the car.
Yep.
Beep, beep.
Beep, beep.
Good.
If you haven't noticed, we're talking about Herbie the Love Bug.
Automobiles.
We love Herbie. A car that's alive?
Wait, so we're talking about cars?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so I really like Cars, but I think the other two sequels that come after it are not nearly as good as the original.
I think there's 3 sequels, actually.
No, there's Cars 2 and Cars 3.
But what about the one where they're planes?
That's Planes. That's not a Cars sequel. While it's technically in the same universe, it's not a sequel.
Is it canon?
I never saw
I assume so. I never saw Planes either because it reminded me of those like that demented child show where it was like the kid's face on the planes.
JJ the Jet Plane. My little brother loved that show.
I know what you're talking about.
No, they're weird human faces on planes. It's not right. They tried to do the same thing as Thomas, and they just look like chubby, like... Yeah.
I like that. Anyways, we're talking cars today, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, boy.
They are.
Well, just to get it kicked off, you guys got like a favorite car? Are you car guys, first of all? Like, do you like cars?
Not necessarily, but...
No, I'm a human guy, not a car guy.
Boo.
Woo!
Boo.
Why are you booing me? I'm right.
I can't do that. I can't do this. Can't do this right now.
Shut it off.
All right. No, I'm not really much of a car guy
No?
myself.
You send me car posts sometimes, though.
Sometimes, because it's like, I know you care about it.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes you send me posts about stuff
Sometimes.
that you don't care about that I do, but
I can
that's
vibe
just
with that.
the nice, sweet things that we do for each other.
Oh.
But, I mean, cars, I know that I respect them to an extent,
Yes.
but and I like certain cars myself more than others. You know
Ryan,
what I mean?
I feel like you're fairly educated in like the car culture, car community.
Somewhat,
extent.
but like specs I'm not good at. Like,
Yeah.
when it comes down to like the parts of a car and things like that, I'm
Uh-huh.
not sure what makes them great. I know a good bit about like the industry of what, cars are and things like that, but I'm not like a aficionado in any sense of a mechanical side.
Sean, it just sounds like you like yourself a good commuter.
Good Honda.
Honda.
I just like a good commuter, something that's going to get me from point A to point B.
I like a good a mid-sized sedan.
Sorry, I was going for like a suburban, like Milwaukee dad.
That was really good. Please, can you go again?
Yeah, sure there, kiddo. I just love a good Honda, maybe a Toyota.
Sean, you remind me of that guy, the old guy in Monsters University, the one with the mustache.
Yeah, the slug-looking dude.
Yeah,
Right?
he's really sweet.
I like him.
I do love him.
No, wait, but yeah, what are your dream cars? Like your favorite car?
I have a dream car. I don't think I think every person I've ever told, I don't think they've ever known what it was.
Really?
It's a Porsche
Porsche RWB.
with the cool little...
I'm gonna look that up
body
just
kit.
real quick.
Yeah, RWB is the body kit.
Oh,
So
sorry.
I think this is actually cool. It's actually like, it's not relevant information. It's kind of interesting though. I mean, to an extent.
car
But
modifications.
it's like a 911 Porsche, which I feel like everyone's heard. It's a
Oh,
it's a
dude.
Porsche. The thing's sexy, right? Look at those hips.
I like those lights.
Oh, the
I
front lights?
Yeah.
Those are kind of cool, huh?
I like circular lights. Like it just looks really European, like on like Volkswagens, Porsches.
Yeah.
I vibe with that.
Yeah,
shit.
circular lights are nice.
Circles.
I like pop-up headlights myself. I think those are iconic.
Oh, pop-up headlights are so sexy.
That
dude.
is amazing.
Anyone
That is-
who hates on pop-ups, dude, they're just it's good looking. It reminds you of a little toy car, you know what I mean?
They
They're
are
kinda
so
cute.
cool. They're fun. My dad used to have, when I was growing up, he had like a little Honda
Yeah.
and it was like obviously not a cool car, but like the headlights would pop up, and it was the coolest thing in the world. I was like, "Hey, turn on the lights," and you just flick them, and I was like, "Yeah!"
I remember I was at an intersection once, and like I saw a car across the street, and it was like a Miata or something. It was kind of cool.
Nice.
And like I flashed my lights at him, and he had like pop ups. And he went weep weep, like he opened them and closed them, like he was like winking at me. I was like,
That's cool.
cute.
That's fun.
But yeah, the Porsche RWB, that car, the guy who made it, he's pretty popular. Like he's in movies. I don't know if you ever heard of him. If you watch car movies, you probably have. It's like Nakai-san is what his name is.
Nakai-san?
Yeah, that's what they call him.
Don't know.
But basically, he created the body kit, and if you buy the car and you buy the body kit, he will fly to you and put it on from like Japan or wherever he lives.
That is cool.
You know, wherever he is,
he makes like $1 million a year because
he makes so much money. I imagine.
Holy crap!
No, yeah, if you buy the body kit, you're paying for him to come to you and put that shit on. How dope is that?
That's fucking sick.
Right? This guy's like a legend too. He's been in video games and movies and stuff, but I don't know. I think that was kind of cool.
Do you guys ever play like driving video games, like Need for Speed?
I play Mario Kart.
I play
That
a lot
counts.
of racing games.
I love Mario Kart.
Mario Kart's fun.
I think
Ryan kicked my ass the other day at Mario Kart.
if you can beat me in Mario Kart, I will pay you.
I'm gonna get good and just beat you.
Do it.
All right.
I dare you.
All
I'll
right.
still beat you in Mario Party.
Oh,
I have that now, actually. It's
You
quite
got
fun.
it?
Yeah, it's really fun.
I
Me
kinda
and Sean played a game the other day.
I want
It
to
was
play.
a lot of fun.
It's pretty fun.
Monty Mole. It
It has the shittiest die in the game. So
He does,
don't
but
play
he has
with,
a lot of heart.
Don't play with Monty Mole.
Monty Mole.
Don't play Monty Mole.
I'll keep that in
play,
mind.
play Boo or Bowser. They have the top tier ones.
I like Boo.
Anyways, I'm Boo. I'm always Boo.
Boo,
Boo, bitch.
bitch. I have the tattoo.
I don't care.
I'm gonna
Did
play
you?
it.
I sent you a post of that tattoo by somebody else. Did you see that?
Which one?
That same tattoo that you have? There's
Similar?
a post of somebody that is like exactly the same one.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, the guy
Anyways.
drew it. Custom drew it.
I know. That's the weird thing.
It's wild. Anyways,
But
you guys got a favorite car?
I quite like Acura NSX, the
thing
90s
is sexy.
Looking at-
car, which is just the
Pop-up
coolest
headlights.
shit thing just ever.
Dude, it looks like a go-kart.
It's so small. Like
It's tiny.
in the pictures they look really long, but they're tiny. They're like
Ooh.
the size of the Honda Accord.
Have you ever seen one in person?
Yeah, I've
They're
seen one a
cool.
couple times.
Dude, that thing
Uh,
looks like a fucking Power Ranger.
It
That looks
is.
sick.
That is actually the car that one of the guys drives in Pulp Fiction.
Really?
The
Yeah.
mob boss in the end. Not the
Really?
mob, not the mob boss, but the guy who comes and saves them from their predicament.
Right. Right.
The guy. What's the
Butch.
guy who comes and
Talking about Butch?
Not Butch. The guy who helps John Travolta and Samuel L. Jackson clean up the car. 'Cause he says, "You guys get in my car.
the
Follow
wolf.
me to the place." Yeah, the wolf. The wolf drives the Acura.
Gotcha.
Acura NSX is just a Japanese legend. It's one
It
of
is.
those. It's in that class.
It is because they're just so expensive now. There's there's like obviously a good amount of them, but there's only so much of them floating around still.
Yeah.
And so like to buy them used now, even with like 150,000 miles, they're like 50 grand
Or more.
still. Oh yeah, or
If they're in
more
good
if they're in good
condition,
condition. Oh yeah, yeah.
That's
Those
looking
things
familiar now.
are high investments. Like honestly, that thing will go up better than any stock. I guarantee it. Like if you have that
Yeah.
thing and you put it in a shed for 50 years, you're gonna be
yeah.
a billionaire. Just
They also
The new
have
ones-
a new NSX. It looks like a supercar.
yeah, but
Oh
it's
my
like
gosh.
250 grand, and it's not fast at all.
It's underpowered.
It's
Really?
so underpowered that it's like there's no reason for it to exist. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
It's a shame. But the old ones are my babies.
I kind of like talking culture for this kind of stuff because there's a lot of people that they're like, yeah, I like this car or whatever, but they're like, it's kind of one of those things where like if you say it, someone may make fun of you for saying it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's just providing a little education is never bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Just talking about like a good car. Sean, do you have a favorite car?
Ever since I was a kid, I've always wanted a Volkswagen hippie van.
Those are
kinda-
iconic.
Always
that's
wanted
kinda
a
cool.
hippie van.
I wanted those too.
I've never heard of that as an answer, but that's cool. I support that.
I've just loved those ever since I was a little kid. Just imagine myself like taking out the back seats, putting in like a kitchen or something back there, Scooby Doo style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you do like the classic like blue color? Like,
Yeah,
you know what I
I'd
mean?
want like red. Honestly, like I would take anything between like red, yellow, blue, or green.
I love the light blue, but the
Light
red
blue
is
looks good.
iconic. I
I think
always
the light
wanted
blue's
those.
iconic.
I always wanted those since I saw it in Lost.
Mhm.
That was like the
The
coolest
hippie
thing
van
ever.
is just like It's just cool.
Yeah.
It's just like a cool, like, and you can put like curtains in there. You know what I mean? Like it's just like kind of badass. I never thought of that. It's a good.
Yeah. Like it wouldn't be like my like, everyday car. It would just be like the Sunday drive car,
I feel like that's like something I would take on a road trip. Obviously.
Yeah. Road trip too.
I wonder how good they are on gas.
Probably terrible.
Not good because they were made in like the 60s.
Yeah, but still.
So they get 3 miles a gallon.
That's all right.
Although another thing too, Mercedes G-Wagons?
G-Wagon.
Yeah, those are pretty cool.
Those are expensive.
Yeah, those are like $100,000.
You're an
plus.
expensive mom if you drive one of those.
Like that expensive mom that would come into Wiggy Wash every day in that white G-Wagon.
Yeah.
Was it a G-Wagon?
Yeah, there was one.
There was one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember that. That's kind of cool, though.
Yeah, it might have been after your time.
Probably.
But, yeah, no, there are cool cars out there. My dad used to have a old, like, 1965 Land Cruiser. And that thing was the coolest thing ever because it was like a Jeep now, but, like, the back had, like, 3 extra rows. Like,
no
on
way.
the sides and in the middle.
Oh,
yeah, so
no
you
way.
could fit, like, 9 people in there, and you could take off the top. There's, like, a metal frame for the top. And
Reminds me of the back of a limo.
Yeah, it was so cool, and it was like the dream. And he wanted to fix it up, and he just never did. So he ended up selling it. But that's the dream to have one of those. Those are really cool.
I like the.
No, go on.
Oh, sorry. I was gonna say I like the Range Rovers that have like all those like windows and stuff because they're like safari cars. I always just like those.
Oh, like the giant. Yeah, those are sick. The Land Rovers. Those are sick. The real meaty ones versus
I know
like
what you're talking about.
the petty mom Range Rovers.
I don't like the mom Range Rovers, but the ones that are decked out with like a space shuttle of windows.
Like off-roading and all sorts of cool. Yeah, and like the Land Cruiser. That's fire.
My dad, when he was a kid, he had an El Camino.
Those are so sick.
He has all kinds of stories about that thing. He was so redneck with that thing, but I love the stories he has of it.
Dude. Old cars are just
if you don't know what an El Camino is, it's basically the car equivalent to a truck. It's a car with a bed, and you can put things in the back of it like a truck. And he used to put his motorcycle in the back and take it to the sand dunes. Oh, I don't know. It was just I don't know. It's funny.
That's sick.
It's kind of funny. What do you guys think about like Teslas, like electric cars? Do you think that's the future?
Yeah, I like Teslas.
It was a big deal for a minute, and then they
still a pretty big
disappeared. Well, no.
Yeah.
The original electric cars was like those were going to overtake the market, and then they just stopped making them. And there's a big conspiracy theory on all of that. But, I think they're out. They're doing a cool thing, and they're making electric cars really cool. They're obviously like all super nice and sporty and really gorgeous, and all the stuff that they can do is amazing. And my understanding of like the service that they get is really cool too. Like the Tesla semi trucks that will come out to you and fix everything for you. Like you don't have to take your car into most places.
Yep.
The Tesla just comes to you and they just fix your shit.
Cool. Elon Musk just has so many ideas.
I love him. I love him so much.
I'm one of those. Such a dude.
I'm such a Musk fanboy.
Musk. Do it for the Musk. Ew.
Elongated muskrat.
I like that.
What do you guys think about like self-driving cars? Do you think that's going to be a thing in the future?
I don't like that. I don't like self-driving. I think it's a bad idea.
Even
though statistically they like never get in wrecks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, cause like there's like the Google car or whatever the equivalent is of it, and it's like it's been in 2 wrecks ever, and they were both human faults. Like, but like there's something about it where I'm like, I don't know if I could trust that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like I wouldn't be able to do like that like whole like iRobot shit where he just lets the car do its thing and then he takes a nap. Like I wouldn't be able to sleep.
That's the future. That's what they're going for. Is a lot of like Tesla. They've tested it and they can absolutely do that.
They definitely can,
but they're legally not allowed to do it. So they have to have you like constantly. You're tap the steering wheel every once in a while to show that you're still holding it and things like that. But no, I think it's cool. I mean, I think in a perfect world, if everyone drove those cars, I think it would kind of suck for like us because at least me and you. I'm not speaking for Sean, of course, but we like to drive. Maybe Sean's the same. I love the experience of it, and there will always be people who do. But you also eliminate a lot of problems. You know what I mean? Like so many crashes wouldn't happen because it's almost all human error.
If every single person did not drive their car, they simply got in their car and used it as a form of transportation, and the car just drove you wherever you needed to go, like there would be hardly any wrecks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If they got it refined enough, of course. But it's kind of a cool concept. I just like driving, so I'm like against it.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like we would get to a point too, technologically, like way far in the future with AI, where AI is really impressive. Because like, I mean, like back in the day, like you'd have like horse-drawn carriages. Like you could, like the horses would know their way home. Like they would like know like, how to like get to like into town, how to like get back home.
That was your AI back then.
You wouldn't even really have to
horse.
drive. Like you could like fall asleep on your horse and it would take you home.
Yeah.
So like if that's like the same with like AI, like you have an AI that's intelligent enough to like remember the way home, remember like, everything that's around it, then I mean, what's really the difference?
Well, even Elon Musk, one of his dreams is like essentially like a shuttle service. Like you order your car, take you to work at 9:00, and then you order it to pick you up at 5, and everything in between. Then it's taking other people where they need to go, and things like that, or parking itself, and things like that, where it's like a shuttle where it's always being used by people. It's honestly like public transportation in a way.
That'd be dirty though.
What if it could be like Knight Rider?
They'd have like a cleaning service, and Knight Rider would be sick. That'd be cool. You jailbreak your Tesla, and it communicates to you.
That'd be so cool.
That would be cool.
Imagine having your car as a friend. Like it's your buddy. AI is that good where you can have like a conversation with your car.
Herbie
like,
the love bug.
You could like name your car like, hey Steve, go park over there. Or like, Steve, like could you go like pick up the kids or something like that? And be like, yeah, sure, man. We'll be right back in 10.
Steve, you want to get drinks later? Yeah, sure, man. I just can't drive after.
Well, you'd like feed it oil. I would imagine you wouldn't pour alcohol.
Give me pure synthetic oil tonight.
You just pour diesel.
Coming right up, boy.
Ooh, I don't like that.
Like your car could like actually tell you like, hey, I think I'm running low on oil. Like he could like actually like your car could tell you that.
Your car already does tell you that.
No. Like it like it's like a little more personal. Like, hey man, like I probably need my oil changed here pretty soon. The lower you get some oil, like, hey man, listen, I'm gonna need an oil change here. Stats.
I'm not letting you play music until you change my damn oil.
All right, that's how you're gonna be.
Oh, we got a flat.
You get like some like passive aggressive car AI. Like, just wish you'd take care of me more. I guess. Just kind of sucks,
It's whatever. It kind of sucks.
Shut the fuck up, Ken.
I'm sick of the way you treat me.
Yeah, then the robots will freaking rebel and take over and start wiping out humanity.
It's already happening.
The singularity will occur.
No, yeah. Elon Musk, you just brought up the thing about earlier, the shuttle. Dude, he has so many wild ideas that just like
he's a genius.
Like if these things come true, it's like it's weird.
Elon the Pit Musk. In that Joe Rogan, he was telling about the story how they tested the Hyperloop for the first time and how they dug the pit in like the Tesla backyard or something. What? And he kept referencing the pit, and he just kept like he said pit like 12 times in like 2 minutes. And I love him so much, and he's obsessed with AI too. Yeah. He always talks about that, and it's really cool.
I watched a video on YouTube, kind of weird side tangent, but it was this guy driving a Model X Tesla, which if you've never seen a Tesla before, they have a massive screen in their center console.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Literally their entire center console.
2 or 3 feet.
Yeah,
big.
It's just like a 3-foot long screen. It's like a ginormous iPad. And a cop pulled over this Model X, and he was like, "Sir, it's illegal to have your computer mounted on your car like that. Like you can't do that." And he was like, "No, that's like the car. It's like stock with the car. Like, what are you talking about?" And he's like, "Oh, like what kind of car is this?" He said, "Tesla Model X." And he was like, "Oh, it's one of those cars. It's very nice." He's like, "Thank you. I'm sorry to bother you." Yeah. That was all it was. The kind of like
he thought it was some dude who had like a giant 1998 Dell hooked to his
basically
his passenger side.
He thought he had like a MacBook attached to his center console, which I just find humorous. Like
wild.
That is weird. But
oh my gosh,
I don't know. What do you even do with a center console that big?
I don't
You
know.
can like control your AC and stuff too, though.
Yeah. Yeah, everything
cool.
is done on that. And there's a Safari. There's like a browser, and there's all sorts of stuff.
The Model X has an Easter egg where it can dance.
Yes, it does.
Yeah,
it's true.
Do you know what song you have to play? I forget.
It's more hidden too.
Yeah,
there's a little. It wasn't just the song. There was a little more to it. But yeah, it'll like dance to.
It'll like move around.
It was like it was a specific song too, but I don't remember.
It wasn't
what
like a classical song.
I want to
from
say it
that?
was like Beethoven's Symphony or something.
Yeah, something like that. But
Like
if
one
you
of the
played
iconic
it and
ones.
then did a couple of sequences, it would like jitter around. And do
Yeah,
this
there's a
little
whole
thing.
community where they try to find all the Easter eggs because Tesla likes to put in Easter eggs. Tesla's just Elon Musk. We've already talked about him a couple episodes, but he's just the coolest freaking dude. I
He
love
is
him.
a cool dude. Let's get him on the podcast.
Let's have him smoke a blunt on the podcast.
Oh boy, I'm sure he would never do that again.
I'm sure. No, he had to,
Might.
he's recently stepped down as chairman of Tesla
What?
Really?
amidst like the lawsuit and then the hit. I
There was
imagine.
a
They took, like,
lawsuit.
They took like
Well,
an
there was a
8%.
different lawsuit.
Oh,
We talked
okay.
about that before.
Like their stocks dropped
Yeah,
like a lot.
Who cares? The stock exchange drops all the time. It's
Yeah.
just what it is. But yeah, no. So he's still technically the CEO, but he's not chairman, which means nothing really. But yeah, I love him. I
He is-
defend him till I die.
He is a pretty cool dude.
Cars, I don't know where to go with this.
Dude,
Cars is stumping me here.
I don't know. Would you guys ever have a? What do you guys think of cars with hydraulics?
I hate
That's
that,
stupid.
dude.
Come
I
on.
hate
That's so
that.
cringe.
I've seen.
man.
Have you ever seen one in person?
Yeah.
I've seen one in person. And
Not
just
cool.
in the wild too. It was
Not
In the
cool.
wild.
It was weird. No, yeah,
You're
I
in
went,
the woods, then
no,
the car
seriously.
rises over the bushes.
No, because I checked this thing out because I was at a car meet because I take my car around sometimes, and this dude rolls up with the hydraulics, and it was something I'd never seen before, and I was like, all right, that's kind of cool, I guess. And his shit would like go so high, just like the front, and like but like I looked at his engine, it was nothing impressive. I was like, okay, cool. But I looked in the back, that dude had 8 car batteries in the back of his car to power
Holy
that thing. Yeah, 8, and it still died. It died. Someone had to jump him.
Oh my god.
Yeah, how wild! He had to jump the back of his car. That's how many batteries he had.
That's insane.
Is there a car that you guys just hate? Like you see it and you're like, man, that sucks.
Oh.
It's so stupid. I know everyone has
there
that
is.
car.
Yeah,
I feel like everybody hates PT Cruisers.
those are pretty bad.
Especially
Everyone
the ones
except
with
old
flames.
people. Old people love those.
Dude, there's a couple of PT Cruisers around here with flames, and I don't get it.
I don't either.
Can someone please explain that to me? Like,
It's an
like-
old person thing.
Like DM me. I want to know.
It's an old person thing.
Yeah.
Those whole cars
There's-
are made to appeal to the cars that the people 60 years ago, they grew up thinking those cars were cool.
PT Cruisers.
Yeah, that body style, the way they
Shit.
look.
Yeah.
So they grew up liking those. And so now that they've come out,
And
old
back
people
in the
really
day,
like them.
flames are cool.
Yeah, they were hot rods. And even if you ever try to stand, if you ever have the opportunity to get into a PT Cruiser, unlike any other car, you don't have to step up or step down to get into it. You can sit down and you will just land on the seat perfectly. They're tailored for old people.
Are they
where
really?
you can sit down just like that.
Oh.
It's perfect. It's the weirdest experience too when you point it out in your head and then you sit down in it. It's like insane.
Huh. I've actually never thought about that.
Yeah,
Huh.
it's weird. It's uncanny actually
Well,
because it's honestly magical getting in and out of it because it's just the perfect distance. It's weird. It is weird.
I learned something new today.
Yeah.
And
Good
I'm
on
sure
them.
you have too.
Yeah.
newfound respect for PT Cruisers.
I'm
Good
not
on
saying
you.
respect.
I don't.
them.
No respect still,
no,
but-
still no respect, of course.
I feel like we have a lot to say because all 3 of us have worked at a car wash and we've seen our ins and outs of many cars.
Oh yeah.
yes.
Yep.
Even Teslas.
Occasionally, yeah.
Teslas are kind of cool.
Yeah.
I've always liked, they're just kind of neat.
Unlocking them is always a blast.
Yeah, that's how the handles pop out. And you're like, oh, that's
Yeah,
That's
that is
kinda-
a nice
kinda
touch.
neat.
But I mean, like, sometimes, like, they'll leave it in the parking lot and they'll be like, oh, yeah, here's the key. And then, like, cannot get it. Because the little key for Teslas are, like, a little miniature car. Like a little toy car. And you have to, like, you can tap the certain places to unlock it or to open it.
Yeah.
If you tap a certain part on the doors, it'll open the doors or
Do
just
you like-
weird stuff.
Do you like how the Model X opens up like a spaceship? Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, it's like it's
It
literally
is
like
impressive.
a rocket.
Yeah.
It is impressive.
It's-
If
how
they
do you-
didn't look so goofy, I would love them. But they do look just a tad bit too goofy.
Like a little odd, yeah.
Yeah,
Something's
they,
off.
they look like if they looked more like the X5 from BMW, I'd be on board. But they just look
Dude, the
a
X5s
little
are sexy.
clunky. Yeah, they
Yeah.
are. They
That's
really are.
definitely a mom car.
Yeah,
But
no
those things are
doubt.
cool.
But they're also you can get them in like the twin turbo V8 options.
Dude, those would like kick my car's ass.
Oh, they would
Like,
kick
no, seriously.
90% of cars on the road's ass.
Twin turbo V8, dude, that thing seriously is packing like 500 and something horsepower in a mom car.
Yeah.
How kick ass is that?
Yeah. She's like, I got to get these kids to school. Dude, the soccer practice.
Dude, people use those to like tow things. Like
Yeah.
that thing could tow your trailer.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Hayden was all about
An
those.
SUV.
Hayden would always tell me about those.
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
Wait,
Wait, what cars do you guys hate?
smart car is a given.
Smart cars, the Prius.
Prius is pretty bad.
is-
Yeah.
The new Priuses, I think, they don't look too
No,
bad.
they're trying to appeal to make them look nice, but they're still stupid.
Yeah, they're still very cheaply made on the
The
inside
batteries
and
that
such.
it cost, the amount of cost and work it takes to make one of those batteries is more damaging to the environment than all
It's
the
worth
gas that
saving.
it could potentially save, which is very interesting.
Hmm.
But oh yeah, smart cars are god awful.
Dude,
I've never seen a smart car driven by a normal sized human. Every smart car I've ever seen driven was always by someone who's probably over 250 to 300 pounds.
or 80 pounds.
No, I've never seen anyone tiny.
I have.
I've never seen
I've seen
that.
someone miniature in that thing.
No, I've never.
It's weird.
That is interesting, but I've never seen that. Everyone
Also,
I've
the
ever seen
doors,
is
the doors on those things are like plastic. Like you can push
the
them in.
whole thing is plastic.
Yeah, it's
the
it's
engine is
weird.
made of plastic. Those are just death wishes.
Dude, it's like a bicycle.
It is. I'd rather get hit in a bike than in a smart car because at least I die with dignity.
I heard a story that a kid used to drive one of those to high school, and the football team picked it up and put it on the 50-yard line. Like I think that's like a true story. Like it took like 10 people, granted, but they picked up the car and put it on the 50-yard line.
Holy shit.
Right?
Brandon, didn't your car get pranked in high school at one point?
Yeah, my tire definitely got slashed.
Are you sure?
You're
What if
kidding
the
me.
tire just did that?
That would be impressive. It was a very clean line. Also, there was camera footage of it, but maybe it just did it. I don't know.
People just show up, tell the story.
It was them bending down and looking. Wow.
So in high school, I definitely didn't have a very likable car. I was kind of a dick about it, probably.
You were, but it's okay.
It's okay. I learned my lesson, kind of. But it was just chilling in the parking lot. I was already having like kind of a bad day too, and I had like nice-ish tires on it, which we'll tie in later. But basically, a kid just rolled up in like a black Honda with no plates, slashed my tire, and then left. He didn't even go to our school. Like he's never been like he didn't go into the school afterwards, and that no one has ever seen him before. He just like rolled up, slashed my tire, and bounced. Maybe I cut him off. I don't know. Maybe he was very upset though. And it also took him, like, in the footage, it took him, like, 4 minutes to slash my tire. Which I don't know how. He had a really big knife. In the footage, that thing was massive. It was a machete. But anyways, like, I, like, finished, like, my last class, and I was, like, kind of upset. Like, I was just not having a good day. And, like, I got in my car, and I drove home with a slashed tire.
Something's wrong.
No, actually, I didn't notice. Because my tires, like I said earlier, they were, like, nicer. They weren't, like, premium tires or anything. But my house was like 2 minutes away at the time.
Yeah.
And I drove home and like I parked and I just went inside. I didn't even know. Like my sidewalls just like, it just drove fine. And then my dad was like, your tire's flat. I was like, oh shit, really? He was like, yeah. I was like, oh damn, that sucks. He was like, you might want to look at it. Like, did you hit something? I was like, no. And then there was just like a perfectly clean like slash, like a perfectly, like, I don't know how I didn't feel it, but yeah. And then we
Damn.
went to the school, got the camera footage, didn't find out who it was, had to pay for it. It sucked. It was whatever. But yeah. Also,
That car really was locally hated.
that was not my best time in my life.
That's okay, but let's talk about that car. What was it? What
It was
decals did you have on it?
it
Just
was-
give me the
oh,
full pitch. man.
Ryan always roasts me for this. It was in the past.
I'm not
okay?
roasting you for this. I'm roasting you for the video you made, which
That-
I would pay money to have that. I'd pay $50 for it.
It was a bad video.
Just give me a whole recap
Of the video?
of the car,
Of the
and then we'll
car.
get to the video.
I don't want to talk about the video.
Talk
man.
about the car.
Listen, if I'm gonna get made fun of here, and I'll take it. I'll take it.
It's okay.
I'm willing to take it on my
We've all
own
done
turf.
things. It's all good. Dude.
It was a red Mitsubishi Eclipse, 2006. The hood was black.
Yes.
The roof was black.
Oh, it much definitely was.
Had a carbon fiber spoiler. And it was
Mhm.
pretty shitty looking. Yeah.
You had some LEDs in there, right?
Inside the car, those were kind of cool.
Those are cool.
Subjective, but it was.
What? Didn't you have different headlights though? Didn't you? put in different bulbs or something?
Yeah, I had xenon bulbs, so instead of like the yellow bulb, they were white.
Yeah.
Made it look fancier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool.
What you had some stickers on it, didn't you?
I had some stickers. I also had a 15-inch sub in that thing.
You did. That thing romped.
Out of everything, that thing was badass.
Yeah. You kept that though, didn't you? Or
No, got rid of it. My
really?
car now wouldn't fit it.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, but it was a massive sub. Like an SUV would have trouble like fitting that in their car, and I fit it. I had like custom fit the box anyway.
Nice.
I had some pretty cringy decals on it. I had one that said "Hella broke."
Hella broke.
Obviously, that's cool.
It's sick.
No. I had one that said "Locally hated."
Hated.
That's a fan favorite.
That is a classic.
I'm sorry.
You didn't ever have one that said like Dapper, right?
I did not have one that said Dapper. It said
I hate that when people say
that's what it said.
Illest is I'll take Illest over Dapper.
Dapper was pretty bad.
I hate Dapper, dude. I see this big old freaking truck like once a week that has locally hated right on the windshield.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
Wow.
It's sideways. It's a massive truck.
Yeah,
I've seen that.
It's gigantic. Also, screw giant trucks.
Yep.
My dad drives a giant truck.
I know, but he does it. He's aware.
No, my dad knows.
We love him for it. He owns it, and he's done what he can to fix it.
If you know, yeah, he did take off the stacks.
Yeah.
Respectively.
Yeah.
That truck had huge this is the biggest stacks on a truck I've ever seen. And my dad took them off. I'm a little offended by it. Why didn't he just embrace the redneck he had in his hands?
He couldn't. That was just a little too far. The thing already says, what, eating Chevs, shitting Fords?
It's eating Dodges, shitting Chevs.
Oh my gosh.
Stroke this.
Stroke this.
Right in the middle.
Power stroke, baby.
Oh my god.
Yeah, truck culture is not.
Truck culture.
Not for me.
No.
Dude, there were kids. When I went to Landmark High School, there were kids.
Oh, yeah.
They would sit in the back of my world history class, and they would literally watch videos of this guy who does impressions of cars, and they tried to mimic him.
I know that guy.
They would.
You
so
know
they
him,
would like
or
in the
you've seen
back
that
of the
guy?
class,
I've
like,
Oh, that? That's not what I mean.
and like they'd be like making impressions of cars, like they were that obsessed.
Oh, that's kind of funny.
And I judged them heavy.
Did you judge him heavy?
Fucking hated those guys.
Good.
Good. I used to watch this YouTube channel called Regular Car Reviews, and he would just review regular cars, and it was always so stupid and funny, and he just make great jokes. And I think he kind of took a break for a while, and after that, his quality kind of died down. But some of his older stuff was just so funny.
I watched a guy on YouTube, and he would be like shit like Ford Focus owners say. Do you know who I'm talking about?
I've seen that.
I like his videos. I think they're kind of funny.
Yeah, those are funny.
He basically just makes fun of like car stigmas.
Yeah, all about them. All the JDM ones.
Those are funny.
His
right
Ford
here.
Focus one was like, I got seat warmers so my date can keep warm so my dinner can keep warm because I do eat ass.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just stupid shit.
Yeah, his videos are pretty funny. I don't know. He is like makes fun of the car culture, which I think is funny.
Yeah.
I did have a pretty bad car in high school, I will admit, but
It's okay.
I feel like if you kind of like if you're into cars when you're younger, the first car you always ruin. You always
You
I
go
swear.
a little too far or very too far. In
Yep,
some areas
and
for
I
some
will
people.
admit, first car that was like kind of like sporty, I ruined it. It's fine.
It's okay. I mean, it was a lot of that stuff was on there before to an extent. You know what I mean? Like the body kit was
the
already
body
on
kit
there.
I bought with. Yeah,
Yeah,
to be fair,
yeah. The paint job, right? It was already painted.
it was already red. Yeah, it was
It was
just a
already
red
that
car.
red.
Yeah,
And then you did the black.
I
right?
did.
You did the black.
That was my fault. Fault.
That's okay, dude. Because you sold it for like a little more than you got it, didn't you?
I did sell it for more, which I'm pretty proud of.
Which is pretty awesome.
I upsold that thing.
Yeah. But I
Yeah,
guess if
but-
you factor in all the time and money you put into it, it would probably evened out.
It definitely evened out.
If not, but
If-
whatever.
yeah,
That's still
whatever.
good. That's still great. Usually when you customize cars, especially like to an extreme, it's much harder to sell.
Oh yeah,
Like people who put in like 20 grand into their car, it usually doesn't add 20 grand
it
to
definitely
their value.
depreciates. If
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah, there's a
Um,
point where it's too custom and everyone's like, no, I don't want that.
I don't want that. It's to you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like, it's like, I've actually wanted my car. Like the car I drive right now, I've wanted that car for years.
Yeah.
And I finally got it.
Yeah.
I'm doing everything I want to it. And I know if I tried to sell it and the point it is right now, it'd probably pretty hard to sell.
Yeah.
Because it's not a lot of people like it or love it, I guess, like I do, but
Yeah.
it's whatever.
There's always a culture for it. You know what I mean? It's just finding the people in that, because there are people who like the big, the big wings in the back, but it's not made for everyone, and nor should it be tailored for everyone if you customize it. But
there's a car me and you always send each other on Instagram.
a Lexus.
Yeah, it's the Lexus RCF. RCF, yeah. It's got a big old wide body on it, and it's like rainbow colored.
It's like oil stained.
Oil slick, yeah.
Yeah.
The car's very pretty. Oh, that thing's cool.
Those are funny.
You guys ever... Sorry, go on.
No, you go.
Like, do you just... Like, the wild driving videos, do you ever wish you could do shit like that?
Like
just insane driving. Like, you ever see, like, drift videos of people just throwing a car around a track just for the hell of it?
I've never seen those, but like Baby Driver.
That's what I was gonna say.
Or like movies like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like track driving has no interest to me, but when it's in like a movie, when it's in like a real world scenario, I love that. Like a good car chase, phenomenal. Baby Driver, the opening sequence is awesome.
Absolutely.
It's so perfect.
I've never seen it. So
you would like it.
Would
You'd really like Baby Driver. Or like Drive. That's a great movie.
Drive is great.
It's a totally different movie, but
he doesn't really drive like any like good looking cars. He's driving like really like low key cars. Like
no, he drives like a gorgeous like 1967 Chevelle, I think.
Oh wait,
no,
something. Never mind.
He
You're
drives
right.
a really cool car that's like all souped up underneath the hood, but it's made to look like a normal beater car. A sleeper. Yeah.
I like that.
I love sleepers. That's so
They're
funny.
cool.
Like you pull up next to someone and you're like, that piece of junk, and they just rock it. That is cool. That is funny.
Like a sleeper minivan.
Yeah. Like you ever
I've seen like 1,000 horsepower minivan video before.
I saw there's a farm truck that will whoop up like Lamborghinis. It's literally a farm truck.
Holy crap.
Yeah, it's like a rusted up farm truck, and it will just whoop a Lamborghini to the ground just because someone wanted to do that, which is kind of cool. Yeah, I don't know. On the topic of like movies, yeah, you guys have seen Fast and Furious. Not Fast and Furious. Fast and Furious. Fast and Furious.
I've never seen it. I've seen the most recent Fast and Furious. That's just so over the top.
Bad.
I saw
loved
3 and I saw 8.
3 is the
Tokyo
Japan.
Drift.
What do you think about that one?
It's just overrated car porn. Like everyone, all the dude bros out there jack off to it thinking it's like the Holy Bible or something, and it ain't shit. It ain't that good.
Most of the cars in it are pretty cringy and very ugly.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like, it's almost funny to make fun of those movies a little bit.
Yeah, but a lot of people, everyone who really likes them, don't make fun of them.
No.
And if you ever make a Paul Walker joke, you're done for.
Oh, yeah, no. They will cook you up if you mention Paul Walker's name in vain.
The man lost his life. Shit ain't funny.
It's not funny. Please take this down.
Yeah, please delete this post. It's not funny.
But no, the beginning of Fast and the Furious 8, or Fate of the Furious.
Oh, God.
It's just golden. They're in the middle of Cuba. His little cousin gets in trouble with like some like big like Cuban like gangster boss or something, and he's like, "I'll race you for it," which is hilarious. In all of these in all of these movies, all conflict is resolved in
I'll race you for it.
I'll race you for it. Something like that. But like, so Vin Diesel has to race this guy in his little cousin's like jalopy. This car is about to just fall apart,
and it does.
But that's how he wins. He gets the engine to explode, and he's driving it backwards. He gets the engine to explode, and it propels him to the finish line.
That's so stupid.
And then he jumps out of it, and it like crashes into the sea, and he wins the race, and it's amazing.
Nice. I always think I like those movies just because I like cars, but they don't hold up at all. Like no. I just love when they have like 12 gears. Like you know how they always cut to it like a scene of them shifting, and it's like wait, like if you count it, they're like 8th gear, 9th gear, 10th gear. Like how many gears has this guy got? That's a classic joke. Or just that, how much NOS do they have? How they're always hitting the NOS button, and it's like for like 20 seconds.
Oh, man.
Or how they jump bridges, and their car just doesn't fall apart.
Do you guys ever watch car crash videos?
Oh yeah,
all the time.
I watch those so much, and I always send them because they're just so interesting to me.
There was this one that I saw. Like this guy, he's just driving in the rain, and then like out of the mist, you just see this semi truck on its side, just going right towards him,
just sliding at like
it's just
normal speed,
and then it just like falls right on top of the car.
Oh no!
And it's a scary video.
Car crash videos are something else.
Favorite car movie though, Mad Max Fury Road.
That's a good one.
You've seen that one?
I have.
That movie is amazing.
Mad Max is cool.
Holy shit!
I don't know. There's just something about Mad Max. It's just like so cool. You know
like,
what I mean?
It just,
and his car is badass.
yeah.
What is it? A Mustang?
Something like that.
I don't know.
I don't
So
remember.
it's like a Camaro or
Camaro, Mustang,
Trans Am or
Trans Am.
something.
I think that's what it is.
Dude, I can't tell
It's
a
like a
car by its
Firebird.
body,
Maybe. I can't remember, but it's cool. Whatever it is.
but oh my god.
You guys ever been close to like getting a car wreck?
A couple times.
Yeah.
One time, I was in the car and I just thought about this story the other day, and I was like, "How am I going to bring this up in the podcast?" But I'm glad we did. Sean Richardson had just got his license. I don't think I was even licensed.
So
And
he was young Ryan.
yeah, 15-year-old Ryan. And he tried to get on the freeway on the other, like the wrong way.
No.
And so we're like driving at night and we see like headlights coming towards us and we just start screaming.
Holy shit.
As you would.
I mean, it was late at night, so there was no other cars except that one, and it was just honking. So we just pulled to the side and flipped around. And he's like, "Do not tell anyone about this." And I told everyone about it.
And now all of our viewers know.
I know, all 50 of them.
Hey guys.
Hi.
And then we used to have fun experiences drifting with Matt. Matt would always
In the
take us
winter?
drifting in the winter or in the rain.
We would get
And he would
stuck
just
in a
pop
snowbank.
tires all the time. Just
Would he?
religiously. And he'd say, "Yeah, Mom, I ran over another pothole."
No way.
Yeah. Did you just buy him another?
Oh my gosh.
He went through so many tires.
I remember, I think this was me, Sean, and Matt, but we got trapped in a snowbank, and we just wanted to get. No, it was like the middle of the night. We just wanted to get to McDonald's, middle of winter, and we just go right into a snowbank, and we were just like there for like a half hour, just like rocking the car out of the snowbank, and.
He had a Trailblazer, and he would just launch that thing around,
Dude,
around corners and everything.
the Blaze. That's a car that I love. Like,
Yeah.
do you guys have like a car that like you just have great memories in? For
My
example,
Chevy
the Blaze.
Impala.
He's the Impala. The Impala had LEDs in it, didn't it?
Dude, I don't even
I think
remember
you
that.
put LEDs in
Weird.
it.
I wouldn't be surprised, dude. That thing was a boat. That thing was so cool. That was my first car.
Oh,
Also,
man.
Nebo School District paid for that car.
Hell yeah.
That's true. Huh?
They hit it with a snowplow, and they gave me
What?
so much insurance money that it paid for it.
Dude.
And it just put like 2 dents in it. Definitely paid for it though. Thanks, Nebo. Shout out Nebo School District. No, yeah, everyone has that car. They just made like phenomenal memories in.
You got one of those, Ryan?
The MR2. Ryan almost died in that thing.
MR2 is fun. I did have some close experiences in it.
Toyota MR2. What about the time you got off the freeway?
And I just spun out around a semi. That was awesome. I do
Around
remember
a
that.
semi?
It was like near a semi. I like
Oh.
spun around. The semi was in the other lane, so it didn't hit me. But yeah, it
But
was-
weren't you like getting off when you gave it too much gas?
no,
and
I didn't give it
too?
any gas, and I was just nice and slow, and it just spun out because that thing just weighed nothing. It weighed like 1,900 pounds,
Really?
and it
Oh my
was
gosh.
rear wheel drive with mid-engine, so all the weight was in the back, so it just wanted to spin no matter what.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was fun. I do miss the MR2, and I don't miss the MR2.
I think you
but-
miss driving stick.
Somewhat. I mean, I still drive Haley's Jeep quite often,
Haley drive stick.
where I
like
drive stick.
Yeah.
So it's not about the stick per se, but I don't know. I'm not sure.
that. Sean, can you drive stick?
Nope.
You
I
ever
need a.
care to learn or no?
Yeah, I want to learn one of these days.
Driving stick's kind of fun.
I'll need one of you guys to teach me.
You can teach. I'll teach you on my car.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that'd be
that'll
sick.
be fun. I'd like to see that.
See,
It's definitely not easy to learn on, but you can do it.
yeah, Billy Schaefermeyer, he tried teaching me stick once in a church parking lot. This is before I even knew how to drive, and that was terrifying. There
Yeah.
was one.
Yeah.
There was one other car in the parking lot, and I almost crashed right into it.
I could see you doing that. That would be a Sean thing to do. There's one car in the parking lot, and I had to leave a note on his hood.
God.
I mean, I rear-ended a minivan once.
Did you?
I did. Like,
Bad?
see, his car was like, my car was totaled. But his car didn't even look like he got hit. Like, it wasn't even scratched.
It's so weird how that happens.
It was crazy. But, like, the weird thing is that, like, my head was just in the clouds, and I was looking at this, this huge family. There was, like, 10 kids just, like, on the side of the road.
Before.
Yeah, and I was like, wow, look at that. And then I look, and I'm like 5 feet away from this guy, so I just smash right into him at, like, 30 miles an hour.
Ooh.
And then that family just so happened to be his family, so they watched me rear end his dad, which in any other context does not sound right at all. But man, that was an experience.
That
It
is
was a fun night.
Sean has some fun driving experiences.
Sean's told his most popular one. I'm sure you can hear it on a previous episode.
Yeah, go look at our other episodes and download them, please.
I don't even know what episode I've mentioned.
I think a couple.
Yeah.
Just the one where he rolls his car off a mountain. But we'll let you find that one. How about that?
Listen to all of them. Sucker.
Do some digging.
Soccer?
Sucker?
Sucker.
Soccer? I think that's all we have to say about cars.
I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's getting late.
It is getting
You gotta
late
take
for
a
the
car ride
boys.
home.
I'm going to drift my car the whole way home.
Do it, dude.
Not
Please.
really. I'll die.
You're right. You almost died the other day drifting.
I don't want to talk about it.
It's okay.
Thank you for listening. Leave us a 5-star review on iTunes and Spotify and such.
Follow our
Follow our Instagram. That'd be nice. And we love you. And we'll see you.
And drive safe.
And drive safe.
Oh.
Buckle up.
Bye-bye.
Click it or ticket.